What's your nationality?
I'm Jewish.
You're not Jewish.
Yes, I am Jewish.
Give me the book, Hebrews chapter 7 and 14.
Right.
Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 14 and 2.
Bring it out.
Was Christ a Jew?
Huh?
Was Christ a Jew?
Yes, he was before he was murdered. That's where started Christianity.
What color was Christ?
He probably was black.
He was what?
He might have been black.
He was black.
In that part of the world?
Might. He was.
Okay, well, I don't know. I wasn't there.
If Christ is a Jew and he's black,
Yep.
how are you a Jew and you're not black?
Right.
My grandfather was a 33rd degree Freemason and a Knights Templar, and I'm a Jit.
No, your grandfather was a devil.
Right.
Oh, man.
Right.
My grandfather was a 33rd degree Freemason and a Knights Templar, and I'm a Jit.
No, your grandfather was a devil.
Right.
Oh, man. Oh, you ain't talking truth,
Bring
man.
that out.
You ain't talking truth.
It should all be in peace, man. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. There's no need for that.
Right.
You're making it two sides. You're making it two sides.
All the praises and the honor goes to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Honors and salute to you other brethren. Shalom to you fellow followers and families and believers of this faith. Shalom to you free sisters. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the elect. I want to go on the second edition of this video, the video of Wi-Fi and Rhode Island incident where they got arrested. Well, first I'm going to read the comment, kind of to set the stage for this whole video. This person is at Kwaha, I guess. It says there's always when I did the video, as you see, about this Jewish guy who claims to be Jewish, and I was explaining in the video that you have a lot of our people who has also converted to Judaism, and he could be actually Jewish, according to the Jewish community. Let me say that. Or I said it's possibilities that, that he could be an Israelite. Now, what I meant by that is when you see examples like this, you got to try the spirit and read the spirit first. It's not just about this guy. That doesn't even really matter. What our goal is to try to reach the hopeful elect. That's what we're trying to reach. And the hopeful elect is not just going to look white. Look so-called black, right? The hopeful elect is not going to all look like our nation, although you have a big part of us who will look like our nation. Anyway, he says there's always benefits of the doubt if a person clearly says, am of another ethnicity, right? I'm going to keep reading. Well, you at GMS says they could be Israelites. It's as if you want other nations outside of the 12 tribes to be Israelites so bad. Now, these are examples of hating Esau so much that your judgment is clouded to what the Most High has done to us. You have so much hatred for the white skin that you don't understand this is a spiritual matter, because you have Native Americans, you have so-called Puerto Ricans, you have even so-called black people with white skin, white-looking skin. This is what it is. So anyway, now let me read a scripture on that. He says, if a person comes up and say they're another ethnicity, well, you do understand when we came into the truth, we was kind of calling ourselves another ethnicity, right? Was we not calling ourselves black, Negro, Hispanic, Native Americans, right? African, European, Jamaican, Haitian, South American, and the list goes on. Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. The Lord parted our land, took our land, took our heritage. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land thou knowest not, Christianity, some of us of other nations, of Israelites of other, looking like other ethnicities, Roman Catholicism, atheism, and everything else, right? It says, which mostly our people is the ones that's following the other gods, right? Who may even look like other nations. Which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever, a period of time. So this is why I said that, not for the sake so much of this guy. This guy could very well be an Edomite. He could very well be of that Amalek. He could be of that actual origin. That's not what I'm saying. This man literally said, you can't be a Jew because Jews are black. Well, no. Well, let's get another scripture. He doesn't understand. And then when you're on a lower level like that, you would think these guys, and I've seen this Wi-Fi group say that other people can look like other nationalities, but it doesn't plead well to the audience. It doesn't favor to the audience. The entertainment has to be there, you know? Because if you start doing that, then that cuts out all those videos of white man gets cut by the word of the Lord, gets cut by the sword. All of that is a form of black conscience behavior. See, that's something Sarah Netter and them are set up to do. You ain't nothing but a bunch of black conscience jakes with a Bible. That's all that is. Because they're the ones, the followers, and the Lord got you in that spirit to be black and white so the followers can look and be entertained at you just cutting another human being with the scripture, you know? When you could be cutting a very well another Israelite, making him believe he's something else. Anyway, Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. You see this picture here of Blake Griffin? Okay. What about his son? What is he? From one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. You got our people who would serve the country. They would serve Trump, right? You know, our people, and they might look white. And, you know, the problem I have with all of this, I'm going to get a scripture in Numbers. Let's go to Numbers real quick, so I can sum all of this up. Shut a lot of these hypocrites up. Numbers 12 and 7. Now, this is a story with Miriam, Moses, and the Ethiopian woman, as it says here, I believe Zipporah, and Moses and Aaron. Moses was the older brother, younger brother of Aaron, by the way, and Miriam, the sister, I believe sister or something like that. And they had a problem with Moses and the Ethiopian woman. Now, the Israelites will say, well, wait a minute, Moses is a so-called black man. But wait a minute, the Ethiopian woman would be the so-called black woman. So now I wonder what you black-only conscience guys or whatever got to say about that. Now, isn't there a racial difference there? So it's not about skin color. Because honestly, if it's about skin color, then why isn't an Ethiopian an Israelite? Just saying. It says, and he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make thyself known unto him in a vision, and will speak to him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all thine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore, then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And in the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed, and a cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam and said, behold, she is leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord. He understood Moses was the head, right? I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us. So basically he was saying, well, Miriam got it, but don't lay it upon me either, because she was running her mouth. So the whole point is, we were cursed, right? To have leprosy is a curse, and some of our people have that look. This is what it is. In Deuteronomy said, your seed shall be cursed. We're cursed people. So we look like all different nations. You know, it's just what it is. You know, so we can clearly see that, yes, it's a curse to look like Edom. But understand that if you're teaching that all Israelites are going to look black, then you're erring in the scriptures. Meaning, if you really care about the sheep, which not all sheep, you know, going to look the same, but if you really care about the sheep, then what will you do? You would ignore being biased to skin color. You would, you know, you wouldn't be focused strictly on skin color. You would look at St. John 6:63 and said, is the spirit that quickeneth the flesh profiteth nothing. Right? Let's go to Romans 7:9. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations, right, and kindreds, and peoples, and tongues. We went into the breakdown on that, which this is all Israelites. Stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. So you're going to have Israelites. This is what John have saw, and he had to look like, wow, I see people look like damn near Arabs up in here. In fact, I had a dream like that I was being chased. I used to have a lot of dreams that I was being chased, and I ran. Somebody opened the door for me. I ran all the way upstairs, and there was a whole bunch of people standing around clapping because I made it in. And they had looked like red-haired white people. It had Arab people with their heads covered, Arab-looking people. It looked like people of all nationalities standing up in there. But I knew in my spirit that these were Israelites. You're going to have people all looking like Israelites. Now, you will get your skin color back. Don't get it wrong. Oh, and what about the tares and the wheats and the tares? What about the ones that are black? Right? What about the ones that are black? All right. But is Edomites, they're chocolate covered. What about that? Nothing to say about that. Right? Hosea 1:10, it says, where am I at? 1:10. And a cloud departed off Miriam, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. Okay, I already read that. Hosea meant 1:10. Now, there is situations where you might see a white father and a black woman. That father could still be an Israelite. Just like you see with Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin is so-called mixed. We look at the white woman, yeah, she could be really Edom, but you never know. Anyway, yet the number of the children of Israel, which I believe is, but the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And I think it's real simple once you become spiritual and you get the understanding. This is not about hatred of white skin, but it is about hating the enemy, right? It's not about hating of the skin, but you're dealing with the spirit. That's what matters. Now, and again, we're not saying that every time you see somebody. We had one to come up and claim she was Native American, and I we doubt that. Sometimes the spirit is the spirit with you, you're going to know. She's like, I'm Native American. And a lot of them do that, and they don't be Native American. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're out on the hedges. We're out as judges setting the stage to bring in a new kingdom. So, when you come on these videos, if you don't like it, just move on. but be here to be edified and learn, if that's what you're into. That's all I have on that. Shalom.